So out of everybody Kentucky could have hired, they could have went back to Rick Pitino. They could have get Bruce Pearl. Pretty much any coach in America or around the world. Kentucky is a blue blood school. They could have literally gotten any coach they could get. So what they do, they pull one of these lame duck moves we've seen repeated over and over again. When the Hall of Fame coach leaves or get driven out of a school, you hired a so-called prodigal son, which he wasn't even that. He didn't even win a tournament game. You hire Mark Pope. This is to save face, ladies and gentlemen. This is a terrible hire. I don't even want to say anything negative against Mark Pope because I watched him play basketball. I'm from Florida. But if you ask my family members, I've been one of the biggest Kentucky fans for years, all the way when Rick Pitino was coaching, way before he went and got picked up by Boston Celtics. I've been a fan when Tubby Smith, when he coached, and when he coached his sons at Kentucky as well. You know what I mean? I even followed Tubby when he went to Minnesota. I followed Rick when he went all the way to Louisville after being fired, or I don't know if he resigned from this Boston Celtic jobs or he got fired, but we've been there with Kentucky, you know what I mean? Good or bad. And I'm telling you, this is the worst pick of them all. You are not Duke University because Duke hired their former player, but he got to shadow, you know what I'm saying, Coach K for how much seasons? He got to see how things are done, so that kept all the resources and the alumni in check. Who's going to support Mark Pope with the proper resources to coach that Kentucky squad? This is a terrible hire. You were trying to save face, so you rushed and hired this dude. I give him 2 years at max, if even that. Here's another thing to the naysayers who are probably not agreeing with me. You fired Coach Calipari simply for the very same reasons you just hired Mark Pope, the former BYU coach. He's lost in consecutive first round March Madness tournaments. He's lost to the likes of Duke Knees. He's lost, not Duke Universities. I can't say the other teams' name. Duke Knees, whatever their names are. He's lost to UCLA this year. They've played horrible. Number 50 can't even, man, I'm not going to be mean. You know, I'm going to reserve from talking about the players. But that shows you, to go to a university such of the likes as Kentucky, you got every team in the SEC right now going, thank you, Kentucky. Had you gotten Alabama's coach Tim Oates and many of these other great coaches, the SEC would have been in fear. You give any of those coaches I've named earlier on the video and Tim Oates, they will go to work with those resources you get over there at Kentucky. This is a terrible hire. Just to even see this, man, I don't know what to say. I think the downfall of Kentucky begins. So many of the committed recruits have decommitted already, along with more who are probably going to follow Coach Calipari. Let's just be real. I don't blame Coach Cal. He was driven out, and it was well-deserved. He should have been driven out. You know what I mean? But how do you hire this guy? I agreed. It was time for Coach Calipari to leave. But you hire a man that literally does the same thing Coach Cal does, but far worse. Meaning he loses in all his first-round tournaments. How can he improve what Kentucky has? I don't get this hire at all. You complain about Coach Cal with the victories he did have. So what you think you're going to get into with a coach like this? Then Rick Pitino wants to co-sign him, as if we don't know Rick Pitino is truly inside his heart butthurt that Kentucky didn't want to go for another deja vu by hiring Rick Pitino. Too much allegations on his name. So we know Kentucky chickened out. Cool. I understand it, Kentucky. Rick got a lot of scandals going on with his name right now. We understand why you didn't hire him. But Mark Pope? Really? The guy couldn't do anything with BYU. And this is the guy you hire. What? To keep it family? I've seen so many people in the comments going, at least he bleeds blue, and so many other people going, so what, he bleeds blue? We already know what success is. We want championship. I don't know if this guy could even get you guys to a tournament, let alone a championship. Like, come on, man, give me a break, man. Worst hire I've seen in the last 15 years of college basketball. I'm going to be real. And worst hire as far as if you're looking at what the University of Kentucky is. This is a terrible hire. I don't know how they'll ever recover from it. I didn't want to see them hire Drew. Coach Drew is no better. But Jesus, if you're going to hire this guy, you might as well have went with Drew. This is a terrible hire. Mark Pope is not going to cut it out in the SEC. They're going to finish him as far as his career in coaching is going to be ending at Lexington or whatever Kentucky's situation is right now. He's not going to make it. Man, what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? Kentucky, this is what it is. It looks like Coach Calipari won this divorce. Absolutely, he won.